Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. For today's video, we are jumping into anti-aging skincare. This is a subject that I get so many questions about in my Instagram DMs or under videos because I do a lot of product shots over there. I talk about a ton of products and some of them are good for certain skin types or certain people, and some of them are just generic anti-aging. This works for everybody. So I have summed up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, there's like 10 products here that are some of my anti-aging favorites. Some of these are going to be collections that I love. Some of them are going to be individual products. But we're going to be talking about recommendations and why I like each of these and who I think they would be good for. So if that's something you're into, make sure to keep on watching and don't forget to subscribe because I upload every other day and that'll be the best way to stay up to date and all the fun stuff I'm posting. So if you want to jump into some anti-aging skincare products that I am personally using in my routine and would absolutely repurchase and recommend, stay tuned. All right, so I'm going to talk about these in order of how long I've been using them. So I'm going to start with the item I've been using the least all the way to the product I've been using the longest. And we're going to work our way up. You will notice that there's some collections here and I will talk about them in groups. For example, there's like 3 products from Herbivore in this. There's 2 from Caudalie, and I'll talk about them as a collection as well as individual products. First is the product I've been using the shortest amount of time. I've been using it for about 6 weeks. This is the Peace Out Retinol Face Stick from the brand Peace Out. It is a little stick that you apply like a stick foundation. I usually will pat it out. And this is an anti-aging retinol stick. Now, with retinol, first thing I'm going to recommend, always make sure you're using SPF, even if you're not using retinol. The sun is the biggest factor in whether or not we're aging and showing our years quickly. Wearing a good SPF will reduce the speed at which your skin is aging. That's just how it goes. So I will say you can skip all of this and use SPF if you're only going to do one thing. And if you're going to do all of these and not wear SPF, you're better off just doing the SPF. You could use all of the expensive skincare in the world, and if you're not protecting your skin, you will still age faster than someone who is just using SPF and not using all the other expensive crap. That being said, this is a great retinol product. I like that I can use it to target the lines I need to target. I'm not the type of person where I'm putting retinol all over my face. I have some serums with retinol in it where I will do that, and that's more of a mask that I'll do maybe 2 to 3 times a week. But as far as the every night, I am taking a stick like this. I'm targeting the lines right here. I'm taking a tiny bit on the outside of the eyes where the crow's feet might develop, and then I'm going right here and here into the smile lines that tend to develop as well. Retinol can be used preventatively, and that's where the other retinol products I use come in, but this is something I use as more of like a spot treat where I really know I need that retinol and that high concentration of anti-aging ingredients, and it'll be right here, and then just the crow's feet. Make sure you're not using it directly on the lids or in the eye area. I'm concentrating it just right here. And you'll notice I am not taking it under here into the under eye area. The skin is so thin, you only want to use products targeted for that area in that area. Next, a product I've been using just about as long as the retinol face stick, maybe a week or 2 before. This is the Murad Resurgence Retinol Resculpt Overnight Treatment. This is such a great product because it's super easy to use. You take a small amount right here, you apply it to the whole face. Again, I don't put it in the immediate eye area, but I will use this at night. It says that you could use it every single night, and if you have an irritation or any form of reaction, just to reduce your frequency. I will say that I probably use this 2 nights a week, maybe 3, alternating with the next retinol product I'm going to talk about, but this is a newer launch. I haven't been using it long enough to really see if it's making a massive difference. With all of the skincare you're going to use, like my soapbox moment, unless you're consistently using it day in and day out for 28 to 60 days, you are not seeing results. So I'm a little bit beyond that 1 month mark now, maybe almost 2 months. So I should start seeing those results now, but I've only been using it for about 6 weeks and expect to see life-changing differences. I am putting way too much pressure on the product when that's not how it works. We are working on treating our skin, and when we put a retinol product on top, we're not looking to fix the skin on the surface. We're looking to penetrate into the skin and treat those new layers of skin as they come forward. So as we exfoliate the dead skin away, those bottom skin layers become those top skin layers. And again, they end up dissolving away or getting exfoliated. That new skin underneath that's coming to the surface is what we've been treating. And that's where we're looking to add the additional elasticity, the firmness, the brightness. So give your skincare time to work. I cannot tell you when I worked in Sephora how many times I would have somebody come in saying, I bought this last week, it does not work, I hate it, it sucks. And I'd be like, well, you've used it for 7 days in a row. Like, that is not enough. That is enough to know if you don't like the smell. That is enough to know if you're going to have an allergic reaction or contact dermatitis or allergies, or you just don't like the smell or the texture. That is not enough time to say the product is not going to work. Next up, I actually recently featured this on my Instagram. This is the Moon collection from Herbivore. I use all 3 products in the line. The Moon Fruit Retinol Alternative Sleep Mask. This is what I use on the nights I'm not using the Murad. I tend to alternate between the two. This is a nice, thick texture mask. I've already gone through a full one of these, and this is my second. It is such a great product because it's nice and thick. It adds an extra layer of hydration and locks in all that skincare so you can really get those anti-aging treatments. I'm also using that with the Bakuchiol and Peptide Moon Fruit Serum and the Moon Dew Eye Cream. I actually heard about this eye cream from Abby the Badass Mom on TikTok, and she sold it out at Sephora like 3 times, 4 times before I finally got my hands on it when Herbivore sent it over. You could not get this. I'm really happy with it. This is amazing for the eye area. I've noticed a brightness and a smoothness since I started using this. The serum, I will say, I have only worked into my routine about a month ago. I've been using the other products for far longer, but I've so far really enjoyed it. I like the texture, I like the scent, I like how it smells. I love the fact that everything's purple. The bottles are really cute, but more importantly, it's products that work. And if you haven't checked out Abby over on TikTok, like, she really has done the legwork with doing before and after pictures and showing how great this eye cream is. The next line is from Caudalie. I only have 2 of the line with me now because I'm no longer using the moisturizer, but this is the Premier Cru La Serum and the Premier Cru Eye Cream. Caudalie, I've done a whole dedicated video on this line when it launched 8 months ago, 9 months ago, 10 months ago. It was probably almost a year ago. I was a huge fan of Caudalie before when these were in the golden bottles. They reformulated them into the purple bottles, and I'm still really a big fan. This is going to be anti-aging, brightening, tightening. This is going to have resveratrol instead of retinol, so it's a retinol alternative. Lifting, firming, hydrating, balancing. It's also going to treat darkness and hyperpigmentation because it does also have that vinephrine in there from their Vino Perfect line. Such a great line. I'm not going to go too far into it because, again, I've done a whole dedicated video that I linked up above, and it is such a great line. Caudalie consistently maintains one of my favorite skincare lines, period, no questions asked. The next product this is probably my 8th or 9th of this item. This is the Kiehls Midnight Recovery Concentrate. I've been using this, I want to say, for 6 years now, give or take. It is an elixir of essential oils, and this is meant to help with your skin's circadian rhythm and also help with your skin's natural cell turnover. The biggest thing I can say about a product like this is most of what the skincare ingredients we're using in our routines do are they balance our skin and allow our skin to turn over, which it's doing what it does naturally. Using a product like this is going to help to balance the skin barrier, help with protection, and help your skin to be able to reset faster. Love the scent, love the way it is. I have to yell at my husband because he'll take it out and use it as like a spot treatment just because it does that well at protecting. And the last product is one I have been using since I was probably 16 years old. My mother was a huge fan of the Lancome Bifacil eye makeup remover, and she would buy it and get a bunch of little samples of the Lancome Genifique serum. So when I told her I wanted to start using skincare at a very young age, she handed me like 7 handfuls of samples of this. And I didn't realize I was using a $150 anti-aging serum, but it was definitely a great product back then. I still use it to this day. It is a very lightweight serum, collagen infused, helps with prebiotics to balance the skin, adds hydration and radiance. It is definitely the priciest item here, but this is one that I find I consistently enjoy using. Again, it has been in my routine on and off for the better part of almost, wow, like 16 years or so. So definitely something I would recommend and continue to recommend. I love the buoyancy it gives the skin. I love the glow. Something I would recommend to anybody looking for some great balancing products for anti-aging as well. If you have any questions on any specifics, sound them off down below. I'm also going to put a link in my bio. In my Shop My Shelf, I do a free consultation where you can go in, send in some questions, and I will build what I find to be a great routine for your specific skincare concerns. Feel free to take advantage of that link in the bio. I think I have 5 slots open. I don't have it open for everybody at all times. I usually, when I have time, I'll be like, you know what, I can take 10 consultations. I'll do those. And when I feel like I have time, I'll end up doing more. So feel free to take advantage of that if you have skincare questions that you want to ask directly. There's a questionnaire you fill out, and we go through all of what you're looking for, and I will then send you product recommendations based on that. Let me know what you think about your routines and some of these products. Sound off down below, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.